Yep, that's me. You're probably wondering how I ended up in this situation.
Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel, and look, I love you guys, okay? But I was not going to edit 3 hours of footage while also trying to keep my sanity and this channel intact. So, I'm gonna hit you guys with a little bit of a recap, and then we're gonna continue part 2. You meet back up with Tighnari after collecting the Nidopala Lotus and see some Fire Rangers calling for help. They tell Tighnari that the Withering is back, which is an infectious storm that has been constantly approaching in Gandharvaville more than ever. At first they said I couldn't go because I didn't have a vision and it would be dangerous, but who the hell is gonna stop me? After all, I did fight the Shogun. We enter the Withering Zone to see the damage and to kill what they call the tumors of the Withering. We handle business as per usual by collecting Dendrogana and attacking the Withering branches. We head back to Tighnari, who's worried about how fast the Withering keeps growing back. Simply put, the Withering is going to be handing out more problems than Oprah handing out cars. One problem in particular is that it makes Kali's case of Eleazar much more serious, and the academia has been dealing with similar cases as well. Tighnari explains that the Withering has been recorded for a millennia and originates from the depths of the world. I don't know who, and I don't care what it is. Put it back. I know you touched something. Put it back. Because I'm sure you released a demon of some kind. Tighnari asks us if we ever heard of Irminsul. A tree, yes, the tree we saw when we fainted. It's located deep within the surface that grows upside down, and its roots, or ley lines, collect knowledge from the world above and funnel it down to Irminsul. It's even said that the Dendro Archon's power is a manifestation of Irminsul and known for being the god of wisdom because of her consciousness. Remember the lady who ignored us in the woods? Well, according to her messenger bird, her name's 𝐲𝐻𝐻𝐵, and she's face down and knocked out in the woods because she didn't eat during her meditation for 3 days. According to Tighnari, this has happened before, and honestly, I would leave her because clearly she cannot pack correctly. Tighnari says that if we help 𝐲𝐻𝐻𝐵, then she could probably give us more information on Irminsul. When we reach the cave, we see 𝐲𝐻𝐻𝐵 slump, but we also see a little turnip creature known as the Aranara. The Aranara puts us in a dream state that looks like something out of James and the Giant Peach, but it's a flower that I thought was an onion. That's it for the recap, and now on to part 2.
Huh? What happened? Really? Oh. It's huge! Paimon knew there's something off about that cave. Let's think of a way to get over there and have a closer look. Who knows? Maybe we'll find a lead of some kind.
Oh? What? Door of Resurrection? Oh no, where are we going?
Huh?
This looks like Inazuma.
Huh? What happened just now? Why'd everything around us suddenly change?
Paimon, you a little late on the reaction, but, you know, I'm processing it too. Silent seeker of knowledge. Keep looking for a path to the upper level.
Huh?
Oh, this is so pretty though. I'm not gonna lie. Like, look, even the water is all sparkly. Boing. Boing.
Hi.
Oh, this is a setup. That is a setup. That's cruel, making a place look this beautiful just to hit me with that. Yep. Thanks, 𝐬𝐫𝐵. You came in clutch as per usual. Good thing I wasn't right there. Excuse me. Ooh. Oh, gotta love those reinforcements. It's my favorite. Yeah, we're not doing this today. Yes. And another radish. Nice. Oh. Where are we headed? Oh, we're headed inside this giant... It looks like an onion, but I know it's not. It's better than an onion. It's so pretty. But now, what was that?
Bam,
Oh, yeah.
bop, bada bop, boom, pow.
And this one. We did it! Well then. And that... So, is this plant based in Inazuma?
This place is getting weirder by the minute. Hey, what's the matter? You don't look so good.
Paimon is losing her damn mind in here. I've never seen her so scared. Stand here. Like that. Come on, it's so close. Yes! It turned into a... Oh! This is so crazy and so cool. I love it. I'm a sucker for puzzles and mystery. Not scary ones though, because I can't concentrate. Oh.
The fuck?
Oh my, didn't we deal with you already? I wish we didn't meet all the time, to be honest.
Harold, what are you planning to do in this strange place?
Strange place. Plotting. You needn't worry about such things. They don't concern you.
I could beat him out of you instead.
Oh my God! Okay, it's happening.
Surprise!
You tried it.
Yep, that's me. You're probably wondering how I ended up in this situation.
No, I'm not. No, I'm not. It's just so... Honestly, it's so much fun to beat him up. Because he never wins. Yeah. That was over quick. Wait, I feel like his health wasn't even down.
Why can't we beat this guy? Oh, Paimon doesn't
If you
get
could
it.
just give me a couple more
Like
minutes, we
before,
can.
this time.
Traveler. Though you may have managed to avert countless crises before,
Shut
your good fortune was bound to end sooner or later. It's time you realize how weak and powerless.
That's
you really
crazy.
are.
Stop triggering cutscenes and let's see what happens. Because I promise you, every single time you get a sliver of health, we end up in a cutscene. Every single time. You stop running. I hate this. I feel like my brother was like, look, you can fight with her all day to keep her away, but don't kill her. Just don't kill her. Oh my gosh.
Your brother. Oh, pitiful traveler. Are you really so ignorant? Or are you just living ill?
Could be both. Sometimes Delulu is the Salulu.
His
Let's fight again.
Highness has long since forsaken you. Your meager existence in his eyes is that of an annoying bug, only to be stepped upon. The bonds of love and family which
Right.
drive you to find your sibling are utterly gone. Your journey is meaningless.
Stop triggering these cutscenes
Don't
then.
you fret now. Today will be your last.
You have said this to me, I swear, at least 3 times. Oh no, here he go. He about to go shapeshift. I already know. Just like the rest of them. Come on. Oh my gosh. Put me back. Where's those incense at? I would be sniffing them up right now. I would be so angry.
What do we do? We haven't seen Hypatia anywhere out here. Oh,
Wasn't
there
she right?
is.
I was
Quick,
about to say
let's
she's
see
right
what she's
there.
doing.
So sweet.
Girl, turn around. She is freaking me out.
Well, the good news is that she's still conscious. Hey, why'd you drop her food on the floor like that?
Sorry, I kind of zoned out for a second there. Sorry, seeing 𝐲𝐻𝐻𝐻 must have given me a shock. No, I don't think that was it.
Are you okay? That's really
There are
not
things
like you.
in this forest Paimon that you don't understand.
Anyway, sure, she's alright first. Whoa, wait a sec. Look at all this fruit lying around her. We can put that to good use.
After giving the semi-conscious 𝐻𝐻𝐻 some water and fruit juice. Oh, fruit juice sounds good right now.
Who is there? Tighnari, is that you?
No, it me. Hi.
Huh?
It's okay. You can relax, 𝐻𝐻𝐻. Tighnari sent us here to bring you some food and water. Here, we have a letter that he asked us to give you.
You give 𝐻𝐻𝐻 the letter from Tighnari.
I see. So, you're friends of Tighnari. I apologize for all the trouble I've caused you. I'm grateful that you came so quickly to save me. You even brought all this fruit.
We didn't do that though, I don't think.
Well,
Yeah.
actually, we didn't bring the fruit. It was already here when we arrived. We were kind of wondering about that, actually. When we found you here, there was all this fruit lying around and even some juice dripping from your lips. How did you end up like this anyway?
Dehydration.
Stupid.
Oh, really? I seem to understand now. All the fruit was likely from my... Must have come by and saw me like this.
Stop being so secretive. I saw that little
Your neighbor?
goba looking thing running
You mean
around.
there's someone else living nearby?
Oh? So you're able to see them
Yeah, it
too?
looks like a cabbage. You tell 𝐻𝐻𝐻 and Paimon everything that happened after entering the cave.
Hold on a second, traveler. You say that before we arrived, you saw some mysterious creature and suddenly had a strange dream? Isn't that a little too crazy to believe?
Paimon, we were just in a giant onion. Are you serious?
No, I actually do believe what the traveler is saying. I myself had a similar experience once before and ended up scaring
And
my
we
timid
just
little
fought.
neighbor here.
What?
You needn't worry. They mean you no harm. They only dragged you into the dream because they hoped to buy themselves a little time in order to scurry away.
That was a dream?
So, 𝐻𝐻𝐻, just what kind of creature is your neighbor exactly?
That is the worst. It's not even a dream. That's a nightmare. Because you brought in my one enemy that I absolutely cannot stand.
I'm not sure what it's called, to be honest. But
Besides
I
child.
do know that they have some sort of deeper connection with the Dendro Archon. I know this because the first time I saw them was also the exact day my consciousness was able to form a connection with Irminsul.
Either they're peeking behind a bush right now, or Genshin is...
And that it's your duty to combat the effects of withering zones. But isn't it evident that such work is not a lasting solution to the problem? As Sage 𝐽𝐸 clearly stated, your presence and guidance in Sumeru City is pivotal in finding a cure for Irminsul. How could you possibly refuse?
Keep your emotions in check, Ghulam. Let's at least listen to Tighnari's
I wouldn't go
reason
if they
for
looked at each other
declining.
like that.
We're here to invite him to the academia, not to cause a scene.
Sage 𝐻𝐻𝐸, I am truly honored that you came here in person, but I'm afraid I must still decline your invitation. I am merely a forest watcher. How could the great minds of the 𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸 have any need of someone like me?
Well, it turns out that your refusal letter had some implications on your master's reputation. He is a renowned sage of the Immorta, after all. So now I've come here in his stead.
I see. Well, I figured that given his temper, he would come here and berate me personally.
Tighnari, your master is an integral part of this effort, and now he requires your assistance.
And what exactly does my master need of me, Sage 𝐤𝐭𝐳?
You'll know once you've arrived in Sumeru City, that is.
And, how long will I be required to stay?
There's an answer as of now.
Do you mean to tell me that despite coming all the way here to Gandharvaville, you still can't answer the questions I laid out in the letter to my master? If that's the case, then I'm afraid I cannot give you a definite answer either.
Tighnari, but you...
So be it. Come, Gulam, we're leaving.
Tighnari, what was that all about?
It's nothing. Some people from the academia wanted me to go to Sumeru City to assist them with a project, but I had to refuse on account of all my responsibilities here. But all that can wait. How did things go with 𝐻𝐻𝐻𝐻?
It was nice, but I accidentally hit a button and now I don't have the clip. So hopefully I could just go in the archives and replay the conversation because it was really a nice conversation and I'm so freaking mad.
It was quite the eventful trip, but the main thing is that she's safe and sound. She answered a bunch of questions for us too.
Very good. Now that the traveler has made a full recovery, there shouldn't be any reason for you to tarry here longer. I assume you will be heading to Sumeru City, correct?
Okay.
That's right. We want to meet Sonali and ask her for advice.
Oh yeah.
Do you have any idea on how we can find her?
Sorry,
Time
I'm
to say
afraid I don't
goodbye
have
to
any advice
Kale.
for you there.
Well, do you at least know anyone we can try asking in Sumeru City?
Let me think. My trips to Sumeru City have been fairly short, and most of my acquaintances are researchers. Oh, how about this? I'll write you a letter of introduction that you can give to a researcher I know. He's from the Amorta Darshan and is adept at gathering information. Asking him might prove worthwhile. Also,
Bye,
when you enter
Tighnari.
Sumeru City, you'll probably end up receiving something like this item here. I'm not sure if it will ever come in handy for you, but maybe you can give it a try.
Oh? What is it?
It's called an Akasha Terminal. It's a tool produced by the Academia that utilizes the legacy of Greater Lord Rukkhadevata. Some say that this item is the very basis of Sumeru's reputation as the City of Wisdom. Needless to say, this device and its usage fall under the Academia's expertise, so I'll leave it to them to show you how to use it.
Great! Next up, Sumeru City! But wait, before that... That's right! Tighnari, we have something important to say to 𝐻𝐻𝐻 before we leave. Is she doing better now?
Yes, she's doing much better. After being confined to her bed all this time, I thought a little walk would do her some good. Last I saw her, she was taking the path towards the North Crossing. She knew you two would be leaving soon, so she must have wanted to see you off.
Thanks, Tighnari. All right, let's go!
Farewell, and good luck to you both.
I've been waiting for you two.
Hi, 𝐻𝐻𝐻.
Never mind. I guess I should just wish you two a safe and successful journey.
Aw.
Thanks for waiting here just to see us off, 𝐻𝐻𝐻. We're headed to Sumeru City.
Yeah, we'll probably be back.
Don't worry about me. I can take care of myself. My condition won't be getting in the way of my duties. I want to be a forest ranger after all. It's up to me and the others to protect the rainforest here.
Aw.
And, I'm sorry. I should have told you both about my condition when we first met. I just wanted you two to treat me as a normal friend, not some girl that needs your sympathy. But I guess now I understand that the most important thing is for friends to be genuine with one another. There's no need to apologize, 𝐻𝐻𝐻. We should be thanking you for trusting us enough to be your friends and sharing your past with us. We're probably still gonna worry about your condition, but that's because we're friends and we care about you.
Thank you. That means a lot. Before you leave, I have something for you.
Is it another pita
What
pocket?
is it?
It's my recipe for pita pockets.
The pita
I told you
pockets!
that I'd give you a copy, remember? My handwriting is a little, messy, so please don't laugh.
Yay! Thanks, Kale. Now we can eat those scrumptious little pitas whenever and wherever we like.
I hope that whenever you eat them, you'll both remember your time here in Gandharvaville.
We will.
Well then, I, trainee Forest Ranger Kale, bid you both farewell. Please visit Gandharvaville again. The Rangers will always be ready to assist you here.
Ooh.
Sumeru City! We finally made it. Oh, did you see that?
I have hiccups.
When those people entered the city, something on their heads lit up.
One moment, please, you two. It appears this is your first time visiting Sumeru City.
Yep.
Yeah, that's right. But how did you know that?
Because there's currently no information on either of you in the Akasha.
But how did you know that?
But no need to worry, that won't prevent you from entering the city. In fact, the Academia conveniently provides each traveler to Sumeru's... Perhaps you two have heard of the Akasha
it's those
before.
things.
It's our beloved Greater Lord Rukkhadevata's lasting legacy, a treasure trove of collected knowledge. After centuries of tireless research on the Akasha, the Academia created one of its most ingenious inventions, the Akasha Terminal. As long as you are within Sumeru's borders, you may use an Akasha Terminal to connect directly to the Akasha and access any knowledge you need. I should
that's
mention that
cool.
due to technical limitations, the operation of Akasha terminals will be much smoother and more effective in large cities such as Sumeru City and Port Ormos.
Oh, so this is the thing that Tainari was telling us about. It sounds pretty amazing.
You two are quite fortunate. Until recently, it was standard practice to only issue Akasha terminals to outlanders who spent an extended amount of time in Sumeru. However, this policy was recently changed, and now all travelers are issued one upon arrival. Here are your Akasha terminals. Please handle them with care.
It kind of looks like
It does.
To activate it, simply hold it in your hand and say the following phrase to yourself. May the mighty God bless us with their voice of wisdom.
Oh, since this little doodad lets you access knowledge, maybe we can use it to find a way to meet Lesser Lord Kusanali. Let's give it a try. Ahem. May the mighty God bless us with their voice of wisdom.
That's cool.
Whoa. Just now, something clicked, and Paimon suddenly knew how to use this thing. It seems all we need to do is concentrate on what we want to know, and bam! You get it. Oh, that'll come in real handy.
Exactly. That is the power of the Akasha.
Oh, so they looked at
And
me.
with that, let me officially welcome you both to Sumeru City.
And I guess nothing came
May
up.
the wisdom of the Dendro Archon always be your guide.
Okay, now that we're in, we can check the Akasha about Lesser Lord Kusanali. Let Paimon try. 500 years ago, the sages found a newly born deity from within some scorched ruins. The deity now resides in the sanctuary of Suristana. Seems pretty similar to what Kale was telling us. Okay, next, let's concentrate on asking how to meet her. Paimon doesn't sense anything. The Akasha didn't respond to Paimon's question. Oh, come on! Ugh. Focusing on this question feels like when you have something you're trying to remember and it's on the tip of your tongue, but you just can't think of it.
Literally me a second ago.
Paimon's brain is exhausted.
I'll try asking the Akasha something else. Maybe I'll indirectly find the information.
Smart idea. But what are you going to ask it?
Why doesn't the Akasha answer my question? No, because we asked about that. Yeah, why doesn't it? A vague thought suddenly comes to mind. The Akasha doesn't unconditionally respond every query. Also, even if the same query is requested by multiple people, the Akasha still imparts knowledge based on each person's identity, age, experiences, and other demographics.
Huh. Could it be...
Do I have freaking Google on my ear right now?
Just arrived in Sumeru? You know, maybe we're not qualified to receive an answer to this sort of question or something.
It's like having Siri or XP and all those in my ear. Let's try this. Many bright dots of light appeared in my mind. I probably need to calm my mind and focus more to understand what they mean. Feelings of affection, intimacy, nostalgia, sadness, and anxiety also come to my mind. These seem to be what the people of Sumeru feel about their departed arc.
Uh-oh. Paimon's getting all teary-eyed all of a sudden.
It makes you feel stuff too?
Like the people of Sumeru really miss their Archon.
So it's almost like... Ew, that's weird. You're like reading their minds and also what they feel. It's like nothing's to yourself here. Okay. Some knowledge began to trickle into my mind for a moment, but there wasn't really anything that I didn't already know.
Hello there.
Psych!
Oh, I thought that person... Why did that person walk up like that?
Well, glad it's not just Paimon. Well, seems no matter which way we try, we can't find anything that'll lead us to Lesser Lord Kusanali. Guess our only choice now is to try meeting with the researcher that Tighnari recommended. He's from Sumeru and even has a position in the academia. Maybe he'll be able to access more info from the Akasha. Let's see. Tighnari wrote an address on the letter's envelope. Oh, it's not far from the city's gate.
Yep.
Let's head over and have a look.
We're right here.
Hello, are you Rohawi?
Can I help you?
Great. You see, Tighnari sent us here and...
What? Tighnari? Please, there's no need to say anything, really. Sure, I admit that the article I published last month wasn't my best work, and maybe the data didn't produce the most convincing results, but...
Here, this is a letter from Tighnari.
Oh, let me see.
Why is he so scared?
Oh, ooh, what a relief. You two nearly scared the life out of me. So you two just have some questions for me? Seems even Tighnari acknowledges my innate ability for procuring information. So,
yep.
What is it you two would like to know?
We want to meet with Lesser Lord Kusanali. Do you know a way we can do that?
You mean you want to meet the Dendro Archon herself? This isn't exactly my area of expertise, but let me see what I can find in the Akasha. Sorry,
Nothing.
the Akasha didn't respond to my query.
What? You too? But what about your abilities for getting
Yeah, we
information
know.
and all that? Paimon was sure you'd be able to access more info than we did.
Well, as I said, this isn't my area of expertise. I am but a lowly researcher, so the Akasha doesn't see a need for me to know more about the Dendro Archon. All I know is that ever since Lesser Lord Kusanali returned to Sumeru, she's never left the sanctuary of Surasthana or made a public...
Didn't expect her to be such a
So
mysterious
basically,
figure.
unless she wants to
Dendro
be
Archon
found,
is
you're not
somewhat of a
gonna find her.
recluse. Perhaps she just doesn't want to entertain visitors, which would explain the lack of information in the Akasha.
Aw, but then what can we do?
No need to worry just yet. I'm only hypothesizing here. You could certainly try asking around and see if anyone else has ideas. And besides, you two should consider the bright side of things. not being able to see Lesser Lord Kusanali may not be a bad thing. In this world, there will always be information you cannot obtain from the Akasha and things you can never accomplish. Knowing when to yield is a form of wisdom. Take me, for example. It's a miracle if my brain cells can spit out one paper every 3 years.
True.
But Tighnari? That guy can publish 3 papers in just a single year.
Okay. Thanks for your advice.
Don't mention it. If you two ever want information about things like who's been promoted within the academia or relations between the 6 great sages, come find me. Hey, come on. This is a survival skill at the academia.
Oh.
Okay.
Paimon's expectations were pretty low, but this is so low, it's like digging holes in the dirt. So what do we do now? Even if we want to talk to someone, we don't know anybody here.
Paimon!
Huh? Like who?
No, there's still one other
right!
person.
Catherine! The Adventurers Guild has its own intel network.
Add
Let's hurry and
Astra
find her.
Abasask. Catherine! Catherine!
Astra Abasask. Hello, Traveler and Paimon.
Catherine!
Something.
Understood. The Adventurers Guild is always
Hi.
ready to serve you. With what do you require assistance?
We want to meet with Lesser Lord Kusanali. Do you know a way we can do that?
You two wish to meet with SUMERU's Archon. Understood. Please wait.
Is she asking the same thing? Why are y'all showing that? Of all things.
I apologize, but I am
Oh
unable
my
to
god,
collect
take it out your
any
ear. I'm
relevant
so sick of this thing
information in
already.
the Akasha. I'm also unable to locate any pertinent information in my personal memory.
Your personal... Why does she sound like an android or something? Catherine!
Well, if Catherine can't help us, then we really don't
You're
know
freaking me
anyone
out
else to
again.
ask now.
Please do not worry. I may know of someone who can help you two. In Sumeru, the Adventurers Guild does not serve as the vanguard of information. Rather, there are numerous active mercenary groups collectively known as the Eremites. They take on various contracts and work all across Sumeru, so they naturally accrue
That
intelligence.
sounds so familiar.
An Eremite brigade called the Corps of 30 is in charge of Sumeru City's defenses. Not only are they the oldest brigade, but they are responsible for managing and coordinating the affairs of all other mercenary brigades.
Corps of 30? What a weird name.
Supposedly, they are named as such because their ranks numbered 30 at their inception. Asfand maintains good relations with the Adventurers Guild. Though he's already retired, he and his words carry great weight within mercenary circles. If you'd like to get in contact with him, you can find him at the Corps of 30's headquarters, the Citadel of Regzar.
Thanks,
You're
Catherine.
welcome. I wish you two the best of luck. We look forward to your exploits in Sumeru.
Citadel of Regzar. Ooh, more plants. I see them.
Welcome. The Adventurers Guild told me to expect you two.
That was fast.
It's nice to meet you, Asfand. We'd like to ask you about something.
I see. So, Catherine's the one who sent you this way. Ha! It's true that the Eremites' network is vast, but even I can't help you meet the Dendro Archon.
Wait, seriously? That's it?
Afraid so. They're religious, so we don't know much about divinities. As far as the Akasha goes, we can access even less than you. We originally came from the desert. The gods there died off long ago. Since those days, we've used our own 2 hands to carve out a living. We don't beg gods for their aid.
So we're just running around in circles at this point.
If you ask me, I think most in Sumeru aren't interested in Lesser Lord Kusanali.
Oh? Why's that?
Just take the Academia, for example. They're the ones who truly rule Sumeru. Although they believe in gods, most of them only care for the late Greater Lord Rukkhadevata. In their eyes, she was the one who founded Sumeru and gifted us with the Akasha. Lesser Lord Kusanali just happened to inherit her legacy. Because of the Academia's influence, most citizens are more familiar with Greater Lord Rukkhadevata and hold her in greater esteem. Not to mention that Lesser Lord Kusanali never makes an appearance, and the Academia never announces anything about her. As far as the people of Sumeru are concerned, she's just a god that exists. And that's all.
Wow.
After hearing all of that, Paimon sort of feels bad for Lesser Lord Kusanali.
Yeah, it's like... That's probably why she doesn't show her face anyway, because no one respects her.
But who knows?
Regardless.
We're all just guessing when it comes down to it. Besides, I'm sure the God of Wisdom doesn't worry about her reputation among people like us.
All right. Well, thanks for the info, Osfond.
No problem. Always happy to help out the Adventurers Guild.
After leaving the citadel of Regzar, you question several people in Sumeru City.
Seems Osfond was right about most people's attitudes here. Not only are they not interested in the Dendro Archon, they even say stuff like, if the Akasha doesn't think I should know, then I don't need to know about it.
Wow.
We've been asking for information non-stop ever since we got to Sumeru. But the harder we try, the more helpless everything seems. Isn't there at least one person in this entire city who cares about Lesser Lord Kusanali?
At this point, why are we even here?
Oh, you two are interested in Lesser Lord Kusanali?
Finally, somebody.
Huh? Who are you?
From the sound of it, you two are Outlanders who recently arrived here. You've been asking around for information on Lesser Lord Kusanali, right?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot to introduce myself. I'm 𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸
Then do you know how we can meet with her?
Did she send you?
I'm afraid I can't help you with that.
Nope, never
But
mind.
your conversation earlier did happen to remind me of a legend about the Dendro Archon.
Tell us.
Sure. It goes like this. Long, long ago, there was a man who heard a prophecy. It predicted that a great calamity was about to befall him. Panicked by what he heard, the man sought out the Dendro Archon in hopes that she would bless him with the wisdom to help him escape his predicament. The man journeyed across deserts and through rainforests and experienced tribulations of every kind. However, he still couldn't find any trace of the Dendro Archon. In despair, he thought, alas, the Archon has abandoned me. He then had no choice but to sorrowfully resign to his fate.
Okay, and then what happened?
And then, the calamity came. But to his own surprise, the man felt somehow emboldened by the trials of his journey. By relying on his own strength, he managed to overcome the adversity. At that moment, a bird perched upon his shoulder. This bird was, in fact, an avatar of the Dendro Archon. She said, "O Archon Seeker, do you now understand? She and her wisdom have long been found by you."
Hold on, guys. Ashi is like banging on this door.
Along your journey, we were in every flower and blade of grass, every ray of sparkling sun, and every breath of dancing wind. So long as you continue to think and ponder, we'll be wherever you go.
Yeah, thanks for the story! Paimon feels all warm and fuzzy inside after that.
It was a cute story.
In a way, it seems like this story is also one of the Dendro Archon's avatars.
Dunyarzad, Since you worship Lesser Lord Kusanali, can you tell us anything else about her?
Of course. So did you two know that, I'm terribly sorry, but it seems something's come up now. Let's chat another day.
What on earth?
Hey, wait! What the heck just happened?
She literally just she just left us.
It looks like they're searching for someone. Dunyarzad was acting super nervous just now. You think they're looking for her?
But why though?
This stinks! We finally managed to find a lead about Lesser Lord Kusanali! We can't let them get in the way now! Let's see if we can get rid of them. Dunyarzad!
Hey, have you two seen a brown-haired girl wearing a purple top and a long blue dress? We're looking for her.
No. Nope, that's crazy. Nope. We're new here.
Did she have bandages wrapped around her wrist?
Yes, that's her. Did you see which direction she went?
Yeah, she went that way.
But what the hell?
Quick!
Paimon! You could have just said we were new here and didn't know what they were talking about and just tell us.
That should keep them busy for a while. Let's hurry
Like
up.
5 minutes!
Stupid.
Oh my gosh. This woman, what am I going to do with her?
How about a menu over here?
You got it, huh? Isn't this little Miss Homayani herself? We don't get to serve personages like you very often. We'll be sure to prepare our very best.
Thank you, sir, but there's no need. I don't have a lot of Mora on me, and I really ought to save as much as I can. But please bring these two the best food you have. They're my new friends, so I want to be a good host for them.
No need to break the bank. We'll eat whatever you order. Yeah, we'll pay. Trust me, we have it like that.
We're paying for ourselves now?
Pay with gems and wishes.
Paimon kind of wanted to try something fancy, but we aren't exactly loaded. Guess Paimon will settle for something.
We are loaded, Paimon. Like, maybe a little too much, to be honest.
How about our charcoal-baked 𝐲𝐻𝐿 cakes? They're our signature snack, and they run cheap. Look, other customers over there.
That looks so freaking good. I'm supposed to be eating dinner right now, too.
They look kind of burnt and dry.
The fuck?
Paimon, that is rude. Right, you had slimes before.
What do you have against my
They were slime. That's what it is. That's what I have against it. Look, we're gonna fight in here. Be quiet.
Shut up!
After ordering, you continue chatting with Dunyarzad and Lesser Lord.
Dunyarzad, we asked a lot of people
I think that's what that
first
said.
arrived, and almost nobody was interested in Lesser Lord Kusanali. What made you want to follow her?
Well, remember when you asked me if I knew how to meet the Dendro Archon? Even though I don't know how, I think I've actually seen her before.
Huh?
What she look like?
Yes, it was when I was a child. At the time, my illness had kept me bedridden for the better part of a year. I was stuck inside and couldn't make any friends, and my parents did their best to find treatments for me. But even then, the Akasha didn't have any helpful information. My younger self no longer had any hopes or dreams. One flare-up was so bad that I was in a semi-conscious state for several days. Then one night, I woke up alone in my room. I was terrified. My body was paralyzed. Even if I cried, there was no sound.
Oh, that's terrifying.
At that moment, an ethereal voice spoke in my mind.
Paralysis demon?
Dunyarzad, don't be scared. You don't have to cry.
Oh, well, that's reassuring.
Dunyarzad, don't be scared. You don't have to cry. Who are you? How do you know my name? How do I explain this? You might not be able to understand, but actually, I know everything about you.
To be honest, this still seems terrifying.
Really? Of course.
I know that you're scared of thunder. That you hate taking medicine every morning, counting the petals on your mom's skirt. Wow, you really do know everything. Dinner's odd. Is there anything you want? Want? Not really. I can't go anywhere or do anything. Huh? But aren't you a child? All children have wishes. Tell me what you want, and maybe I can make it happen. But can you make my illness go away? Oh. I'm sorry. But I'm not powerful enough to do that right now. Then,
no.
Can you be my friend?
After that, the voice said, "Okay, I'll be your friend." Although my body was suffering during those days, that voice encouraged me and told me many wondrous things. Beyond my window was the flourishing SUMERU city. Beyond the city was a lush rainforest. And beyond that was the wall of Samiel, deserts, and all of Teyvat. Once I finally made it through that bout of illness, I couldn't hear that voice anymore. I told my mother about it, but she said that I must have been dreaming.
Honestly, I want all that food on that table right now.
But I know that that voice wasn't a figment of my imagination. Before that, I had never heard of Teyvat. Yes, for sure. I would have never grown curious about the outside world, nor would I have learned how to read and enjoy so many books. That voice sparked a desire for wisdom. It had to have been the Dendro Archon. I've been hoping for a chance to repay her kindness. In fact, I was running around today to help prepare the Sub-Zerus festival for her.
Sub-Zerus.
What's the Sub-Zerus festival?
It's Lesser Lord Kusanali's birthday, which was the day that she was found by the sages.
Oh.
It's actually an old holiday that originally celebrated Greater Lord Rukkhadevata's birthday. When she passed away, the holiday eventually became a celebration of the Lesser Lord's birthday. I heard everyone was overjoyed when they welcomed her back to SUMERU. In those days, the festival was a huge deal. But because of the academia's influence, people have gradually lost interest in the festival.
No.
The academia actively participates in SUMERU's many holidays dedicated to Greater Lord Rukkhadevata. But when it comes to the Sub-Zerus festival, forget any funding. They practically act like it doesn't exist.
Wow.
Maybe they see Lesser Lord Kusanali's birth as confirmation of Greater Lord Rukkhadevata's death, so they're reluctant to celebrate it.
Aw, but that's awful.
It is. It's absolutely terrible. Sure, the Greater Lord founded SUMERU, but hasn't Lesser Lord Kusanali been the one quietly protecting us for the past few hundred years?
Just remember that we're still out in Don't get too carried away now.
I know that people over by the Grand Bazaar still hold the Sub-Zerus festival to this day, but I hadn't met any of them before, so I was never able to contribute. But recently, I made a friend there who also follows Lesser Lord Kusanali. I gave her my savings because I want her to throw a wonderful festival this year. That's the least I could do for Lesser Lord Kusanali.
Hold on, my lady, does this friend happen to be Nilou, the one who sends flowers to the estate?
Oh boy.
Yes, that's her.
Did she get scammed or something?
I saw her leaving the other day with a nervous look on her face. It seemed like she was hiding something in her arms. Did you give her something?
Yes. Initially, I didn't have much more prepared, so I had Nilou sell one of my skirts. I've agreed with Nilou to meet up at the Grand Bazaar today, and see how things are coming along. Dia, would you accompany me?
Sure. That's quite the trip, though. I'll carry you.
No, that would be too much, even for you.
You might as well just accept the lift. If I let you walk, who knows how long it'll take us. And if anything happens to you, then I'd really never hear the end of it from your father.
Of course we're going along.
But of course. Nilou will be thrilled to hear there are more people interested in Lesser Lord Kusanali.
That name sounds familiar. Alright, y'all. You know what time it is?
Oh my god! Okay, it's happening!
I will see you guys in the outro. I'm so sorry. I know, but I got stuff to do. I'm sorry. Don't worry. We will continue this. I promise. Okay, so I'll see you guys in the outro. Okay, everybody, that is it for this video. I hope you all enjoyed it. We got to meet so many characters. We got to meet Kale, we got to meet Tighnari. We had to go through this whole dream sequence. I mean, we also had a whole fight with the Abyss Herald again, which he also ran away from because I swear he just does a lot of this. Just tons of it. This is him right now,
Why
seriously.
you bullying me?
And we also finally got to meet Dehya. So, you know I love me some Dehya. So, I was very happy to see her for this last part of the video. But please make sure to give this video a thumbs up, as well as subscribe and hit that bell button. That way you guys are always notified when I'm making new content. And to head on over to Instagram to see more about my personal life, some Ashi stuff, behind the scenes sometimes, and just other things that you don't see normally on YouTube and in the Discord as well. And speaking of Discord, if you want to suggest things to me, things to watch, things to play, and just get involved with the community, please head on over to the Discord, where of course I will always greet you there, as well as everyone else, and we can talk outside of the YouTube comments. So without further ado, we will continue this. Do not worry, we will continue this hopefully very soon. Another thing, if I play part of the Archon quest offline, you guys know I'm gonna hit you guys with a recap just like I did last time. That way you guys stay up to date with me. Other than that, I will see you guys in the next video.